All my people, man. Let's just get straight to it, man. I felt called to just shoot this video, man. Just remembering Kobe, man. Kobe Bryant, man. He lost his life. Him and his daughter, his 13-year-old daughter. And I want to definitely send my condolences out to everybody that is suffering from it. Especially the other passengers that were on the helicopter. We definitely want to make mention of that. But I definitely want to use this time, man, on my platform to just remember Kobe, man. I remember some of my biggest memories of Kobe was just like him. I remember being a little kid, seeing this dude. And I never forget, like, feeling like him and Eddie Jones was brothers and whatnot. Because when they was as a kid, they looked alike to me. But I was a Shaq fan, a big-time Shaquille O'Neal fan. That's my favorite all-time athlete. So seeing him, it's like Kobe was synonymous with that. So it's like it wasn't one without the other for me. You know what I mean? I just remember, the highlights, the Crazy 8 sneakers, man, all the commercials, man. I remember him having a Nike commercial in the rain and saying if it wasn't raining, man, he was gonna be going, whatever he said, man. That was like in the late 90s, man. I remember the finals, man, 2000, man, with Shaq, man, when Shaq fouled out against Indiana and Kobe kept it alive, man. And I never forget that, man. I know he blew the fingers, man. He, you know what I'm saying, when he got hot, yo. So it's definitely inspirational, man. Kobe definitely, the 2001 All-Star game, man. I never forget seeing him do like a, I can't even show you right now. It was like a little spin move with the ball, but it's like, it was so synchronized and it was so smooth. He did like 3 helicopter jump spins with the ball as he was dribbling up the court. Go watch the 2001 All-Star game. That's the one where the East came back and AI got the MVP. Definitely go watch that, man. Because what you're going to see is, you're going to see some inspiration. Definitely going to get that. So I would recommend that as a good watch, man. It's a proud time, though, man. To just remember, man. But it's sad at the same time, even more so, man. But I'm definitely proud that I could have watched his career. I'm definitely happy that he was an athlete of my generation. Coming from Springfield, Massachusetts, where I live at, he was set to be inducted this year into the Basketball Hall of Fame. So without him physically being there to achieve, to accept what he's accomplished, it's definitely a black eye. It don't really feel good, man. Also remember, like I said, the 3 titles with Shaq, man. Him giving Shaq the alley against Portland in the comeback, man. Amazing moves, man. Number 8, Kobe. Everybody that's a millennial, you know what I'm saying? We grew up on that Kobe, and then we matured into number 24. So these youngins that come up, that's what they remember. But all in all, man, it's still influential. There's so many of us that's influenced by Kobe, man. Like I said, and I'm going to be honest with you, there was a period of time where I was upset with Kobe just as a Shaq fan, as a young kid being emotional, not understanding how everything goes. You just target people who may not necessarily be your favorite because of who your favorite is. And, I was on Kobe, calling him selfish, this and that and the third, saying he was wrong, saying it was his fault for the breakup of the Lakers. But and I'm not even just saying this because he died, because there's documented footage. There's so much that's proven that the older I got, man, the more and more I read like Phil Jackson's books, the more and more I understood. The more documentaries I watched, the more I understood I was actually more like Kobe than Shaq. You know what I mean? And not saying that they weren't both alpha males, as I consider myself, but it was more than that. Kobe just had that that fighter in them, that fire in them, where like I can't just sit and be under somebody. I'm not gonna be viewed as less than. I'm not gonna be viewed as somebody that just went along for the ride. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care who try to ridicule me. I'm gonna prove this. I'm gonna prove I'm here, man. I'm gonna prove I'm here. I'm gonna prove I can win. And it's gonna happen. I'm not even gonna lie. Part of it was a little bit shaky for me to see him win 5 and know that he passed Shaq with the rings. But at the same time, I was happy because it's inspiration. Now that I look back at it, because you gotta understand, man. Kobe, like I said, he embodied everything it was, like me, man. When it came to coaching, that Kobe's influence helped me out, man, because I was like on some like basically like, I'm not gonna keep, what up, y'all? I'm not gonna keep being under people, man. Like I'm not gonna do that at all. So, you know what I mean? I'm gonna prove myself, man. And that's what I did. And now that I'm not into that anymore in my life, moving on to the next chapter. Like you said, like Kobe said, he don't have nothing that he gave everything he could to basketball. He did everything to be the best player he could be. And I felt like I did everything to be the best coach I could be. And if I never was the coach again, I could live with that. And I'm fine. I can still help people, man. So it's definitely sad. It's definitely sad, man. It's definitely one of them situations where we all could look towards each other, man, and just embrace each other, show each other love, man, and bury the hatchets, man, put these grudges behind us that hold us back. So, like I said, man, remembering Kobe, I always remember him, man, having bought some of his sneakers before. The Kobe 2s, I think I had. Had the other joints that came out in 2010. I can't remember what they called, but you know what I'm saying, man? I'm glad to have been able to go out to Los Angeles, California, while Kobe was still existing. I'm definitely happy for that, man, to know that I breathed that air, to be outside of Staples Center, to be all those places where Kobe was. It's just sad, though, man, to see a man die with his child, man. And I definitely want to go send my heartfelt to the families, man. To Mrs. Vanessa Bryant. This is honestly like, heart goes out to you. Heart goes out to you, sending love your way. It's not gonna be easy. I already know that, and it's just sad, man. You know, Kobe was one of those guys, man, where you could tell, man, he cared about the next generation. Like, he was helping girls basketball. He was always giving confidence to these young women athletes that was coming up that a lot of the times get dismissed, man. But Kobe was letting it be known that they matter too. Just want to say, man, we love you, Kobe, man. Even I played your song with Tyra Banks on my Facebook, man, because it LOVE, man, because that's what you showed all of us, man. True love, man. True love, man. Thank you, man. Thank you for all the memories. Thank you for 81 points. I'll never forget being a kid, sick from school in 06, and I woke up and I saw it on the tea leave on ESPN that you scored 81 points, and I could not believe the shit. Excuse my language. I could not believe it. I cannot believe it. And then I watched the highlights and I was mesmerized. I was absolutely mesmerized. And this was right in the thick of you and Shaq's feud. But you know what? I still was mesmerized, and I never took that away from you. I'll never take anything away from you, man. Like, you were literally the greatest player that I watched. Literally. You know what I'm saying? And this is no disrespect to Jordan or anybody else because, you know, I seen Jordan, but as a kid, it was vividly, and the Wizards is not something that I will judge Mike on. But as far as what I saw, Kobe was the greatest player I watched. That means over LeBron. That means over Tom Brady. That means over anybody that I saw. You know what I mean? And that's no slight to those greats neither, because we all feeling this loss, man. We all definitely are, man. Speaking of LeBron, it definitely was sad to see how LeBron took it, because I understand, you know, how we attached to Kobe. You know what I mean? Me and LeBron, we closer in age somewhat. We all attached to Kobe. So, in this life, man, we just gotta appreciate each other, man. We can't take anything for granted. Even myself, man. I find myself being annoyed today by being affected and bothered by other things that shouldn't even matter right now, man. Things that shouldn't even matter. So, I definitely wanted to get this video out here, man. It's supposed specifically for my people at home that's going through it, and anybody else that this video could resonate with, man, because we definitely got to be together at this point, man. It's unfortunate, but in reality, we all have to expect it. We all have to expect that nothing's promised. All our days could come at any moment, and just honestly, man, once you done feeling your feelings about it, man, just put on something about Kobe, man, and just try to find some joy with it. Put on an All-Star game, the '97 dunk contest when he put the ball in between his legs and banged it. Whatever you want to put on, man. When he banged on Dwight Howard in his rookie year, you know what I mean? The reverse tomahawk that he did, almost broke his arm against, I want to say it was the Knicks. Maybe it was the Timberwolves. I forgot what year. The time when he scored like 40 in 9 straight games in like 03. Like, all of that, man. All of that, man. Even a funny story. I'm sorry, J.R. Ryder, man, but I got to say it. When they said how J.R. Ryder was riding them, no pun intended, the whole training camp and practices and all of that, you trying to talk trash to him, and then Kobe was just like, look, man, let's prove it, man. In other words, and cooked him, man. And Phil Jackson didn't even want to put Isaiah Ryder on the playoff roster no more. Anybody that's older or basketball fans, y'all know who Isaiah J.R. Ryder is, man. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just crazy, man. Thank you for that Mamba mentality. Thank you for that mentality to just never quit, to never just sit and wait, to never see yourself as less than, to work to whatever it is you want, to not sit around and make excuses for myself no more. For all of that, man. I appreciate you. I love you. Mamba, man. Kobe Bean Bryant, man. Rest in peace forever, man. Love you.